I am here with my amazing client, LeighAnn. LeighAnn is a rock star. I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us, LeighAnn.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so excited to hear more about you. Can you give us a little background on the type of coaching that you're doing and about your businesses?
Yeah, so I am a faith-based holistic coach and the founder of Crosswinds Collaborative and the Well House, which is a wellness center in Somers, Connecticut. I've been a women's health RN for over 20 years. Right now I'm helping Christian women step into their God-given worth, rebuild emotional resilience, which is what we all need, and break patterns of self-abandonment so they can walk confidently in who God created them to be.
Beautiful. I love that. Awesome. And we'd love to hear, when we first started working together, where were you at and where did you want to go?
Oh, yeah. So that was about a year ago. I opened my LLC, Crosswinds Collaborative, in September of 2024. So we are just over a year in December of 2025. And when I first started, I knew I had a passion and a calling to help women really step into their worth and, grow in their confidence so they could have clarity and structure and direction in their life. But I needed systems and processes. I needed someone to kind of come alongside me and help me grow in my own confidence because I had the tools, but I needed that person to come alongside me to propel me forward.
I love it. Yeah. So, you had started, but we're really just looking for like the tools and the systems, or you had the tools, you're really looking for like the systems to just propel you forward. I love that. And we'd love to hear what you've accomplished so far in the last year of working together.
What was awesome for me in this last year is I gained a lot of clarity in my messaging. So my coaching voice got more confident. I feel like my offers became more structured. I felt more motivated to put myself out there. Whereas before I felt like I think we've talked about this before. I've had like visibility wounds. Like I didn't want to put myself out there. I didn't want to be seen, but I wanted people to trust my coaching. So I learned through the program that it was really okay to be seen and it was okay to trust the process, put myself out there because that's what gained trust. I was able to be my authentic self. I felt like the program itself really encouraged me to follow my authenticity, and it didn't make me feel like I needed to, water things down or maybe align with a certain type of audience. I was encouraged to really hone in my niche and find the type of women that I wanted to work with. And, I felt encouraged along the way for that.
Amazing. I love that so much.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd love to hear, some of the specific results that you've had. What have you created during this time?
Well, for me, it was so important to create a program and to have something that not only when I sit down with people one-on-one, I'm able to deliver to them a whole comprehensive program with audios and visuals and program content. So through this program, I was able to put together my Worthy and Whole program, which is a comprehensive program for women to help them gain confidence and clarity. We not only use scripture, but just those, EFT and emotional resilience, nervous system regulation, which is so important. I've been able to get and maintain a consistent client base, which is exactly what I need. I'm really driven by the Lord and what he has for me. So it's never been too little and it's never been too much. I'm also in school full time for religion. So I've felt really rooted and stable with what the Lord's been giving me as far as my coaching practice. So I've been able to grow 3 or 4 times since I started. And not only that, just creating the wellness center that I operate my coaching business out of has also just brought in a new base of clientele, new opportunities for in-person workshops. And that's been super exciting.
Yes, congratulations on everything, LeighAnn. It's so awesome to see everything that you've created, how much progress you've made. I love that you have, a consistent client base coming in. You've created really solid systems and structure, your incredible program. Like, I'm so proud of everything that you're doing. I just have loved watching you grow and bloom. It's incredible. We'd love to hear what your favorite part of the Academy has been so far.
So definitely the encouragement and definitely feeling supported. So I think the team is huge. There's a team of women that are super supportive, not just you yourself, Heather, but also, Helen and Corey and your other adjunct, providers that have been really responsive and timely and supportive. So it's never felt like, you're a burden. It doesn't feel like you ask too many questions, because literally every call that I would go on, I would go with like the intention to bring a question, even if I didn't have one. So that's what I would suggest. Like, if you're going to do a program like this, you really have to bring the effort. You have to bring the desire to change it, because it's got to start with you. It's got to come from you. So I've never felt like I would ask too many questions, or I had too many issues. I was always supported. And that was probably my favorite part, is just the accountability, being able to be my authentic self and always have someone respond to me if I needed something.
Yeah, I love that. I love that you have been receiving incredible support along the way. We do have such a really special group of women, and the team is amazing. And so I love that you've had such an incredible experience. And we'd love to hear how you feel now compared to before you started the academy.
So before I started, like I said, I did my first social media post. I wasn't on social media really at all. So I had to step out and start posting. And I do remember like that ick feeling, like, people are going to see me. They're going to judge me. They're going to misunderstand what I'm trying to do. And that's gone. Like, I really have worked through that a lot. The program has been super powerful for me. I think that was the biggest thing that I needed to tackle. Is just like, yeah, it's okay. Like, you're not an imposter. You're an amazing contributor to this space. You have something to offer. And I really learned that by not stepping into that, I was actually like doing a disservice to my client base. Like, I had to step out. I had to promote my business, because if I didn't, then the person that needed the transformation wasn't going to get it. And I've had so many people be powerfully influenced and transformed by working with me. So the more that happens, the more I feel confident. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is where I need to be. So those days that I don't want to post, or I don't want to put myself out there or talk up my program, like, I am a very humble person, and I don't like putting myself out there. But if I don't do it, then they're not going to know that I exist or that this service is here. So for me, that's what's been made me the most proud, is just overcoming those limiting beliefs and overcoming the stuck, like I can't put myself out there. That's really prideful. And I'm not a prideful. It's not about pride. It's about serving the community and serving people in need. And when you do it from an authenticity, when it's real, people respond to that. And honestly, it just brings so much abundance into your life when you step out your calling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love all of that. So awesome how you've been able to heal those visibility wounds and really step out in so much power and confidence, understanding that it's serving. It truly is. I love it. And what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining the academy, but they're scared or don't know whether they should or not? What are your thoughts there?
Well, I would just take myself back to where I was. I think the best motivator is to take action. So if you're on the fence, I mean, what the worst decision you can make is an indecision. Like, just stay on the fence, right? Like, yes or
Right.
no. You're in or you're out. And if you're going to be in, be all in. So being all in means getting support and investing in yourself. You can start a business on your own. You can muddle your way through it. But there is a lot that goes into holistic coaching. It's not something that it is something you can do on the side, but if you really want to make it something, you need to be supported. You need to have a framework that's kind of been proven. You need to have the support, just like anything else. Like, if you were, playing a sport, or your kids in competitive sports, would you sign them up to play soccer without a coach on the team? Would you not have somebody that's leading the way and guiding them and encouraging them? You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't just drop them off at the field and be like, okay, good luck. You would want to make sure that if you're dropping them off the field, if you're going to be doing this, they're going to be investing their time. You're going to make sure that they're actually getting something out of it. And so the same is true there. I think if you're really serious about wanting to coach and have this be an actual sustainable business in your life and impact people, then you need to make the decision. What does that look like? And what does support look like? And go out and claim it.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I love that so much. And I love the courage that you display on a daily basis with boldly, sharing about your business and how you can help people. It's just awesome to see how you've really put yourself out there and you've leaned into the support so much. And I love your questions. You're like one of our best clients ever. And so it's been such an honor and a privilege working with you and watching you grow. It's been really fulfilling and incredible to see. And we'd love to hear more about your coaching and about your wellness center.
Oh my goodness, where do I begin? So I talked about my Worthy and Whole signature program. It's faith-centered. It's a holistic coaching journey. It starts at 4 months. It can go up to 10 months for as long as you want, but really it helps people with inner healing, build emotional resilience. Identity restoration for me is huge. I feel like when someone really recognizes their worth and who they are, breakthroughs are just abundant and everything else seems to like fade away. It seems to be the antidote for a lot of the things that people are dealing with. So I do work primarily with Christian women or faith curious women, people who are curious about faith, but maybe don't know where to start. So I'll meet people where they're at. You don't need to be a full-fledged Christian. You could just be thinking like, is this for me? And that's a lot of people do find themselves in that place. Like I've tried everything else, what else can work? And so, it's really about meeting people where they're at. They feel overwhelmed, they feel disconnected, they're stuck in old patterns, and they need a change and they just don't know where to start. So together we work on reclaiming Christ-centered identity, breaking those subconscious patterns, which, as I said, like I walked through those too, and I'm going to continue to walk through those. That's the idea. They're subconscious. We don't really know that we have them until somebody points them out. We release emotional and spiritual burdens. Regulating the nervous system is huge. So you can walk things out in confidence. So your body doesn't betray you with, the sweating and the palpitations and all of that. I help people build confidence that's rooted in truth, not in the go me culture, but go me because of he who lives in me. And cultivating peace and purpose is huge. I feel like when people are able to operate from a place of peace, it quiets the noise, it quiets the storm. And we live in a very distracted, very loud environment, loud world. So it's deep work, it's super transformational.
Absolutely. I love that so much. And we'd love to hear about your wellness center as well.
Oh, goodness. So the Wellness Center was definitely something from God. It was out in left field. My husband and I just fell in love with a place. We're in Somers, Connecticut. It's a historic, sweet, heart-centered town, and we have multiple therapy rooms, massage therapy. Our hope and our goal is to have this be a faith-aligned wellness center where people can come and have a whole body experience, mind, body, and spirit, and just feel nurtured, feel cared for, experience the heart of Jesus in this building, in this dwelling place. And I think it really just helps lower the threshold for some people who maybe aren't sure. Again, like maybe walking into a church is a little nerve-wracking for them, but they want to know what faith is about. So our hope is to just open the doors and just welcome people in who are just, and that literally happens, like people, and I love it. It's a beautiful thing, but I'm open here because I sell books and tea and stuff, but people just come in off the street and we have these amazing conversations. So I know there's a deep need for connection and I know there's a deep need for authenticity. I identify as an introvert, which small talk just drains me. Like I'm not going to have small talk with you. I'm going to get, it may be a flaw, but I'm going to get personal with you real quick, right? Like in a good way. Like tell me about your hopes and your dreams. What are you working on right now? Because I really want to get to the heart of what you're about. And I think people love that when it's done in a way that's safe and approachable. They feel seen and they feel heard. And that's exactly what the world needs more of, is just to have spaces where it's safe and you're seen as a person, a whole person, not a disease, not, whatever. And it's just, that's our vision for the Well House.
That's so beautiful. I love it so much. And you have such a gift at making people feel so safe and heard and seen. And so I love that. And what do you love most about coaching?
Oh my goodness. So when I was younger, I was the youngest of 4 kids. And, I had a single mom. She worked 3 or 4 jobs. And I saw how she struggled. She had chronic fatigue syndrome. She had depression. She was just struggling to make ends meet. And there was just a lot, there's just a lot that you can only imagine. So for me, I think about if my mom were blessed to get coaching when we were growing up, how my life would have been different, how certain things maybe wouldn't have been so hard. And it's all a blessing, right? God works all things together for the good of those who love him and are called according to their purpose. And there's no regret or any shame there. But the thing is it's just like it really transforms and powerfully influences not only the people's life that you work with, but the people. It reverberates the children, your children's children, your spouse, your relationships. That to me is my favorite part of coaching, is seeing the insights get unlocked with people and knowing that it's actually going to influence generations. It's not going to end with them. That's the idea. Everyone wants to love well. Everyone wants to love and have good relationships, but a lot of us have a hard time doing it because the world is harsh and we've been hurt and people hurt us and we hurt other people. So I think it's about healing and it's about just seeing people transform. That's been so amazing for me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. And where do you see yourself and your businesses going from here?
Oh my goodness. I keep saying, oh my goodness, because it's like, it just keeps, so I believe in the abundance mindset. I love that. And that's something that you guys teach in the academy, is the abundance mindset. And it's not just financially, right? Like, it's really, the finances will come. It's the abundance of joy, of peace, of fulfillment, of purpose. It's believing for what you need will be delivered to you, that there's more than enough. There's more than enough love. There's more than enough peace. There's more than enough joy. It's not like you ever have to feel like there's lack. There is no lack in the world. There is no lack in the world, in the sense where if you're a believer and if you put your faith forward, the Lord will deliver. So where I see myself now with that abundance mindset is, my husband is already talking about this. Like he's even said, we're going to need another building.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I see us filling this place out, and just kind of having a framework for other faith-based practitioners and maybe just expanding in that way. There's just such a big need in my area for this kind of care, this compassionate care. As far as coaching goes, I'm looking forward to bringing people into Crosswinds Collaborative, so that it's not just me as the sole coach, but having a male coach and having a grief coach and having other coaches who maybe who have the same heart that I do, so we can really serve the community in a comprehensive way.
Oh, that's so amazing. I'm so excited for everything that is ahead for you guys. I love this so much. And where can people reach out to you? How can they get in touch with you?
So I have a website, www.crosswindscollab.com. You can contact me there, or you can send me a personal message. I'm on Facebook under LeighAnn Ricky, and Instagram on LeighAnn Ricky. So it's LeighAnnNRICCI. And I love to hear from new people. I love to hear where you are, where you want to be. I've had so many amazing conversations with people. So just, if any of this resonated with you, just reach out. You can join my Facebook group. It's a supportive community. It's called the Made for More Breakthrough for Christian Women Facebook group. It's free. We go live in prayer, and I post a lot of encouragement. And in a world where there's so much darkness and division, it's just really nice to have some positive, encouraging, faith-aligned content in your feed.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're changing the world. I love everything that you're doing, and congratulations, LeighAnn, on everything.
Thank you, Heather. And you are absolutely wonderful. Your integrity is so high, and you're very supportive. Your heart is for us to succeed, and it really shines through. So I do recommend anyone who's curious or interested in coaching to join the program and to just take that next step. Show yourself that you're worth it and do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, LeighAnn. I so appreciate you. And yeah, I thank you for being here today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care. Bye, LeighAnn.
Bye.